Hello. So I'm Sarah Sabin, and I'm here today with Dave Anthony, CEO of Deviation Games. And Dave has just finished working with me in my 6-month coaching program. And I thought I would take this opportunity to take a few minutes out of his extremely busy schedule just to ask him a few questions about the coaching program. So welcome, Dave.
Thanks, Sarah. And I'm very happy to do this.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing it. So first question, what did you love most about working with me?
Well, look, it's, when I first thought about this, I've never taken any executive leadership courses before or anything like that. And I had no idea how it was going to go. So I was even a little skeptical at the first. And, but I thought, why not? Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. And then what I realized was, what I really liked about you was that you're not just looking at my skills as a leader, you're actually looking at who I am as a human being. And I didn't expect that. And I just found it so useful because it's actually helped me not just professionally, but also personally. And I've gone on this sort of, from what I thought would just be kind of some sort of leadership training or coaching, it's now taken me on this personal journey where I've learned all kinds of things that's actually helping me across all aspects of my life. And it's so cool because I didn't expect that.
Expect the unexpected.
That's what they say.
No, and I think you raise a really good point. I like to work with people holistically because how you are in life and in your personal life and who you are feeds into who you are as a leader. So the two, in my opinion, go hand in hand with each other. What were the top 3 insights that you learned about yourself and being a leader through your work with me?
Well, first of all, I internalize a lot of things. And I over worry about things, over analyze things. And I just got so used to doing it, I didn't even think it was something that could change. One thing you taught me was the difference between, it's fine to have anxiety and it's normal. We're all human beings. But there's different types of anxiety. There's anxiety that is actually, can be helpful. And there is anxiety that is utterly useless and destructive. And you really helped me to recognize the difference between those two types of anxiety. And, just recognizing those things is actually half the battle. So once you actually recognize them, that's halfway to actually getting you down a path where you're like, oh, that's the useless, destructive form of anxiety that I can just put out the window. And then focus on what I should be focusing on rather than just worrying unnecessarily about things you can't change.
Absolutely.
So that was really cool. In terms of, another thing you've helped me with is it's diversification of thinking. So to give you an example, I've grown up and, my new studio, Deviation Games, is full, a lot of people I've worked with for decades, who we've formed, great trust and great bonds, and we're making some really, really cool stuff. But what you helped me realize is, you can end up surrounding yourself with people who are kind of like you. And if you do that too much, and if you don't have enough diversification of thinking, that can actually be a problem, even though you're surrounding yourself with, really, really talented and experienced people. So I put some real thought into that, and it's helping with new hires that we put into the company now, where that's first and foremost at my mind, and it's so helpful because we actually had an example of this last week where we're in a meeting and this young chap, I won't name him, but just came up with this awesome idea, and I was like, that's so cool, and I had no idea what he was talking about initially. Because he was just so in tune with something I didn't even understand was even existed. And it's like surrounding yourself with people like that is so, it's just so helpful. So that was another thing. And I'd say also you've helped me realize that, you know, and I've actually realized this by going through the process of being coached by you, is that it's important I take enough time to spend time coaching the people who work for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm very easily get obsessed with details and tasks, and I just plow forwards on things, and I don't put enough time into thinking more on the human side of things with people I'm working with, and, you know, and that sort of thing. And you've been so helpful with me in helping me recognize some of these things that I'm now doing that for other people. So that's really cool too.
Yeah, and you know, I'm so glad to hear that, because the new role of a leader is to be a coach so that your team can be supported to perform to their highest potential.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just one last question. What would you say to any leader who's on the fence about having coaching?
Oh, just give it a shot. There's absolutely nothing to lose. And just the process of going through it, you will learn so much. But you have to be open-minded to it, you know. And like I said earlier, I was a little skeptical, but I was still open-minded. I'm like, I'll give this a shot, because I just didn't see that there was anything to lose. And actually, it's been the opposite. It's been everything to gain.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I've gained a lot. And it's now, as you know, you're now coaching some other people on my team as a result of what we've been through, because I've been so pleased at the results that now you're actually helping us with some more people in our studio right now. So this is something that I will continue to do for a long time. And I'm really grateful for it. Thank you.
And thank you for being an absolutely wonderful client. And you certainly have some really talented people on your team as well. That is, you know, it's always nice as a coach to have clients that you love working with.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.